A film this remarkable deserves a list of its very own. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Coraline moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the standout moments from Henry Selick's 2009 stop-motion picture. Whether they had us grinning or cowering in fright, they all left a lasting impression. Number 10. Meeting the other mother and father.
Mom? What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
You're just in time for supper, dear.
Parents can be such a drag. Not only did Coraline's parents move the family out of the sleepy little city of Ashland, Oregon, but they can't even be bothered to make their apartment feel like a real home. All they seem to do is work in their drab house and grumble at her to stay out of trouble.
So, can I go out? I think it's perfect weather for gardening.
No, Coraline, rain makes mud. Mud makes a mess.
So when she wakes up one night and discovers another world where their house is full of color, food is home-cooked, and with happy parents who just want to make things nice for her, her nervousness quickly gives way to delight. Hey, so what if they have buttons for eyes? No one's perfect, right?
Hello?
Hello, Coraline.
Number 9. Cat talks for the first time.
You must be the other cat.
No, I'm not the other anything. I'm me.
Everyone in the other world is a little different, but the doubles all seem to be, in Coraline's opinion at least, an improvement on the originals. When she finds the black cat who lives around her house, she assumes he is another double, but he is quick to assure her he is not.
If you're the same cat, how can you talk?
He can go back and forth between worlds as he likes, despite the other mother's attempts to keep him out. He tries to warn Coraline that the other mother isn't that great, but Coraline is still too starry-eyed to care.
You probably think this world is a dream come true, but you're wrong.
Regardless, it's not every day that you meet a talking cat, let alone one with so much to say. Number 8. Meeting Wybie.
I'm Wybie. Wybie Lovat.
Wybie?
Short for Wyborn.
A character who doesn't appear in the original Neil Gaiman novel, Wyborn Lovat does not make the greatest first impression. Upon introducing himself to Coraline, the socially awkward preteen puts his foot in his mouth right away by first getting Coraline's name wrong, and then making a casually insulting comment by insinuating that she is a boring person who will have a boring life.
It's not real scientific, but I heard an ordinary name like Caroline can lead people to have ordinary expectations about a person.
As Coraline is all about exploration and adventure, being called uninteresting is pretty much the worst. He may not have tact, but it's clear from the start that just like Coraline herself, he's unique and independent, which is what eventually brings them together as friends.
You know, I'm glad you decided to stalk me.
Number 7. The Ghost Children. When the other mother reveals the cost of staying in the other world, Coraline wants to go home. But finding all the exits blocked, she seeks out the feline for more advice, and soon earns herself a very creepy time out.
You may come out when you've learned to be a loving daughter.
While trapped in a room behind a mirror, she encounters the ghosts of 3 other children, all from different generations, who in life also encountered the other mother and were lured away to her world. Sadly, they made the mistake of letting her sew buttons onto their eyes and thus were trapped.
So we let her sew the buttons.
The character design is incredible, and the moment unforgettably eerie, as the sad lost souls implore Coraline to help them and save herself from their fate.
Perhaps, if you do win your escape, you could find our eyes.
Number 6. Passage to the Other World. After spending a boring day exploring their drab old home and meeting their weird neighbors, Coraline goes to sleep missing her friends. In the night, she is awakened by a mouse and decides to give chase. In the living room, she sees that the panel to the little bricked-up door she found earlier is ajar. When she opens it, a glowing tunnel unfolds before her. More curious than scared, Coraline decides to venture inside, and discovers on the other side her own house. Not only is it beautifully rendered, but this moment also gives a classic fairy tale feel to this original story. Number 5. You could stay here forever.
You could stay here forever, if you want to.
Really?
Sure, we'll sing and play games, and Mother will cook your favorite meals.
Having enjoyed her time in the other world, Coraline is starting to feel at home in her seemingly upgraded life. Having fun with cool neighbors and eating delicious meals beats just about everything at the dilapidated Pink Palace. It's then that the other mother and father tell her that she really could stay forever if she lets buttons be sewn into her eyes. The horrific offer instantly sends up red flags, and Coraline, much like the audience, is horrified.
You're not sewing buttons in my eyes!
Oh, but we need a yes if you want to stay here.
So sharp you won't feel a thing.
Ow!
From the introduction of the other parents, you're bracing yourself for a dark reveal. But even so, this moment was shocking. Number 4. The Play.
I'm known as the siren of all 7 seas, the breaker of hearts by the bay.
The original Miss Spink and Miss Forcible are eccentric old ladies with more stuffed dogs than marbles. Their stage careers are far behind the doddering old gals, whether they acknowledge it or not.
She'll be having the oolong tea.
No, I'm sure she'd prefer jasmine.
No, oolong.
Oh, jasmine it is then!
But on a trip to the other world, Coraline finds a note from her other mother explaining the ladies have something to show her. She finds their apartment transformed into a huge theater with hundreds of dogs in attendance, and a show is about to begin. The button-eyed old ladies put on a racy and comical performance, competing for the spotlight before transforming into their younger, beautiful selves, and incorporating Coraline into their act in a death-defying finale. What a show it was! Number 3. The Other Father's Song.
Making up a song about Coraline. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine.
When she first encounters the other mother, Coraline is justifiably shocked. However, she is put further at ease after she is asked to get her other father for dinner. She finds him in his study, where he offers to play a song for her. When she tells him that her dad can't play piano, the mellow and friendly doppelganger assures her that it's the piano that will play him.
This piano plays me.
What follows is a catchy, upbeat tune about how great Coraline is, and the little girl, like the audience, can't help but be charmed. If only things could have stayed so cheery.
When she comes around exploring, Mom and I will never ever make it boring. Our eyes will be on Coraline.
Number 2. The Garden.
I can't believe you did this!
Mother said you'd like it.
On her second trip to the other world, Coraline's other mother tells her to look for her other father out in the garden. Outside, she finds a colorful magical garden blossoming before her eyes, while her other father tends the glowing flowers on a tractor shaped like a praying mantis.
I love your garden!
Our garden, Coraline.
Together, they fly high above so that Coraline can see that she was the inspiration for the design, further demonstrating that everything in this world is all about her. The scene showcases some of the most beautiful animation in the film, and with its jaunty jazz soundtrack, comes together as perfectly as the clever landscaping. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
It's wonderful, Wavy!
Number 1. Defeating the Other Mother.
You dare disobey your mother!
Having discovered the true nature of the other mother, better referred to as the Beldam, and the eyes of the ghost children, Coraline just wants to go home and stay with her real parents. Of course, the Beldam isn't going to let go, even if Coraline wins their game. Knowing this, Coraline tricks the other mother into unlocking the passage out before weaponizing the cat, sorry Wuss Puss, who claws out her eyes as Coraline races to escape. Of course, like any good villain, the Beldam makes one last attempt, but thankfully in the real world, Coraline has got a friend to help. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.